Paul, Ava, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Great, take a seat. So how did you find us today? Did you find all the signage okay?
Yep, not a problem. Yeah,
Great.
gave good instructions. So yeah, found the park at the front door. So
We recently changed offices, so it's great to hear that. Wasn't too tricky to find. When I first saw your initial interview in my calendar, I was made aware that your wife has recently passed away. And I want to send my deepest condolences. I'm very sorry for your loss, but I want you to know that we're going to be here along the way to help you and get the best financial outcome possible for you to help you in the future.
thank you.
So,
Yeah, it's a bit sudden, but yeah, life goes on.
I'm sorry. Well, first things first, what did bring you here today?
I've just received the life insurance payment.
Yeah.
And the bulk of that money sitting in a bank account. So I'm looking for advice as to what to do with that.
Okay, great. Do you mind if I take notes?
Definitely.
How much was that payout, may I ask?
It was 1.5 million.
Yep. And have you spent any of that yet?
About 500,000 on it.
Okay, 500?
That was used to clear our home loan debt.
Okay.
So there's a touch over 1 million left
Okay.
in the account.
Okay. And you haven't thought about any investments as of yet? Okay.
And you're open to your ideas.
Okay, great. Well, there's definitely, looking at those figures, there's definitely a lot we can do and a lot of different strategies and different investments we could look at down the track. But before we go into that, I will hand over our financial services guide, commonly known as the FSG. So this outlines who we are as a company, how to contact us, the different financial services we do offer, different products, and it's also got a copy of our privacy policy because, you know, the privacy of our clients is paramount to us and we want to protect all your information. It also outlines the costs of our services, but obviously it's tailored differently to each client. And yet, in the unlikely event of any conflicts or concerns that you may have, there is details on that. But before we even get to that stage, we'll definitely help you and, you know, figure out a plan if you do have concerns. But that's all in that guide, and I would like you to take that home just to have a read. So I guess going back onto the inheritance of the $1 million, you haven't thought about any investments as of yet. Okay, great. So is there any short-term goals that you have?
The only thing we're doing, the wife and I had bought a holiday to Canada.
Okay, yeah.
Obviously she can't come now.
Okay.
So we've transferred her ticket to one of my sons.
Okay.
So the two of us are going to go.
Okay, and how much do you think approximately that holiday is going to cost?
About 20,000.
Okay, yeah. 20, and I just heard that you have a son, correct?
Correct.
Have you got any other children?
I've got two sons, they're both adults.
Okay, yeah.
The son that's going to Canada is a uni student, so still at home.
Great. And just further into your personal details, what do you do for a job? What do you do as a living?
I'm a business analyst.
Okay.
So work from office and home.
Mm-hmm.
So a bit of flexibility there.
Yeah, nice. Okay. What's your annual salary?
Ballpark about 150,000.
Okay, 150,000.
There are bonuses and
Great.
overtimes, but 150 is the best.
Yeah, great. Any hobbies outside of that?
I love skydiving.
Nice.
So any chance I get, jump out of the plane and see how we go.
Okay, going into some further details. Obviously, you're hitting your 51, nearly 52. Have you thought about retirement yet? Do you know your super balance? Is there anything we can look into in terms of super?
I know retirement is approaching.
Yeah.
I've got about 310.
Okay.
310 with
Okay.
super.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that I haven't thought about until retirement happens,
Okay.
which obviously is approaching fast.
Yeah. Would you be open to different investment options within your super? Like if we, obviously there's, high risk, there's different things like a self-managed super fund, there's share portfolios, there's an array of different things you can do with your super, which some people aren't aware of. So we definitely can inform you in, making a decision on maybe switching investments if that's open.
Open
to
everything.
You. Great. Do you have any savings?
About 30,000.
Okay,
so
30,000.
That's where the 20,000 holiday was coming from.
Great. So that sounds like that's all covered. Based off all the information that you've told me, we can definitely put together a plan on how to give you some different strategies on how to invest. But I want to go through the process of, what's going to happen through the process. So the first, point today was just getting to know each other and establishing your goals and objectives. And then after this interview, I will give you a fact find just to fill out some further, details, and then along with the risk profile to see, where you're willing to go in terms of the risks of different investments. And then we'll prepare a statement of advice for you, commonly known as an SOA, and that will outline in detail all the different investments that we put across to you, and if you're willing to go ahead. But yeah, that will be in depth everything that we've put together for you. And then so that's kind of the financial planning process, and what to kind of expect. But I'm very confident with the figures you've given me, we'll be able to put together a great financial profile for you, and hopefully we can, see the best results for you that we can. But it was very nice to meet you today, and I'm sure we'll be in contact very soon.